would work. So it was plenty of fun concepts, you know what I'm saying? They had like a combining with the robbery thing, with the haunted mansion thing. That was a genius, you know what I'm saying? This ain't no Airbnb, this is a B&B, like like one of the cast members said, you know what I'm saying? The cast, you know what I'm saying, they had like a solid comedic chemistry, you know what I'm saying? It was very solid, you know what I'm saying? It was a good fast run times that kept the story moving, you know what I'm saying, throughout the whole movie, you know what I'm saying? Plenty of supernatural moments that was mixed with plenty of humor, you know. Some people felt like what didn't work was, you know what I'm saying, some of the jokes, you know, might didn't land consistently, but it did its thing though, you know what I'm saying? The CGI, you know what I'm saying, having sequences can lessen the scales. But hey, look, man, look. Overall, the comedy and everything else that was going on in the joint, you ain't even paying attention to like got daggone the CGI that you knew was CGI. You know what I'm saying? Horror fans, they may want more tension and genuine frights, but look, this is not your Conjuring or your Devil's Advocate and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? This is a comedy horror joint. You know what I'm saying? Character development. You know what I'm saying? Some people may feel like character development was probably fairly limited, but it was pretty much everybody had their own 15 minutes of shine. You know what I'm saying? Everybody did their thing. You know what I'm saying? Some of the best scenes. When the friends, when they start realizing that the mansion is actually haunted, you know what I'm saying? They were like, these, who are these Monopoly looking on Caucasian motherfuckers? You know what I'm saying? There's ghosts in us in here. The frantic escape attempts throughout the whole cursed house, you know what I'm saying? The supernatural confrontations with the mansion's ghostly residents, you know what I'm saying? That's another good scene. And the grandma, when they resurrected their grandma back to come back to fight the ghosts. You know what I'm saying? They needed somebody from the other side. So they put some of the truth in plain sight, how you can contact your ancestors, you know what I'm saying? And then another one, the final showdown against the spirits. That was definitely a good one. But that grandma jump, hey, when she was goddamn getting her goddamn groove on with the ghost, you know what I'm saying? When the dude was like, man, I ain't know ghosts can still bust. You know what I'm saying? But look, the acting, hey, look, Lil Rel Howery, I think I'm saying his name right. You know, he brings his trademark comedic energy, you know what I'm saying? While Tiffany Haddish, she adds her personality. Y'all know how Tiffany do, you know what I'm saying? You know how she do, and humor to the group, you know what I'm saying? Was like it was like a good dynamic twist to it, you know what I'm saying? The cast, they appear to have like this seemed like this was a fun movie to record, you know what I'm saying? Karlous Miller, all of them, you know what I'm saying? You know, which helps carry, you know what I'm saying, all the lighter moments that they may not been so funny to some, you know what I'm saying? But I actually thought the movie was good. The visuals, the CGI, you know, the Haunted Mansion has an entertaining supernatural atmosphere to it, you know what I'm saying? With ghost effects and paranormal visuals all throughout the movie, you know what I'm saying? The film's kind of like leans more heavily on CGI for many of its ghostly appearance and encounters, you know what I'm saying? Giving it like a stylish rather than frightening look, you know what I'm saying? But hey, look, and then at the end, without giving away too much major spoilers, the ending centers on the group putting aside like all their personal conflicts to survive throughout the mansion. You know what I'm saying? They had to make it to the next rise until the next morning, some might say, you know what I'm saying? So with all the supernatural forces that may be, you know what I'm saying, they had to put all their personal conflicts to the side, whatever animosity they might have towards each other, so they can gonna make it through the night. You know what I'm saying? The climax ties together like the haunted artifact, you know what I'm saying, the ghosts, you know what I'm saying, motives, you know what I'm saying, and the consequences of the attempted heist. They was all in there, you know what I'm saying, one friend led all the other friends there, not really telling them the truth why they was there, but they was looking for this ancient artifact that was gonna be worth like 20 million, and they was gonna break bread. Everybody was gonna break bread, you know, break bread together, you know what I'm saying? So while leaving the audience with like a supernatural twist that fits the film's horror comedy tone, you know what I'm saying? It does its thing, you know what I'm saying? Post-credit scenes, you know what I'm saying? At the time of the writing, you know what I'm saying? You know, you would think there was no widely confirmed post-credit or mid-credit scenes, you know what I'm saying, reported for the Haunted Heist. But if you stay tuned, there is a post-credit scene, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? By the rat-faced Gregory, you know what I'm saying? So don't just get up and walk away like I seen some people do, and then they had to stop in the middle of their tracks before they got damn near all the way out the door and seen that it was a post-credit scene. So just hang tight. Finish off that little bit of popcorn you got, and it's a post-credit scene there. All right?